So love this little piece. Yeah. Those are different. Oh my gosh, they're like the cherries. That's wild. Those rhinestone ones, it's so tacky. The black panther one's a little cooler because it's black, but I feel like the colored rhinestones makes it look like, you know, like kids' jewelry. Yeah. Oh, I never told your mom that we got her. Sorry. Okay. I'm not saying that we got her.
You know what to be excited about, okay? That's the correct age. That is the correct age. No, in the show. Yes, absolutely. No. We didn't have our notes in. We had stories. Oh, whatever happens. You know, it's time for the show. It's time for the show. The show. It's a show. So on Saturday. How's Saturday?
Hello.
How are you doing?
So today we're leaving off where Raziel was also in the murder mansion. Or
Yeah.
somewhere else. What was it?
Yeah.
Yes. I just want to make sure I had the setup right with like where we were still.
All right. So before we start, hello. We are Joking Dagger. Our usual NPC Saturday is DMing class for today from afar. This is. Hello, my name is Jackson. I'm playing Raziel Orov, who is a cleric of the Raging Queen, with a little bit of monk sprinkled in there for fun. Who last we saw them got fully separated from the party in a murder mansion, and has been gone for several sessions doing we know not what. I might find out. And I am Jenny. I normally play Tiffany the Tabaxi Guard. Today I'm just all of the NPCs. So Saturday, whatever you need me to do, you just tell me to do it, and I'm here for you. All right.
Yes. Probably many things. And I am Saturday. I am usually the NPCs, but I am the DM today. So we will be going on quite an adventure now while we see what Raziel has been up to while all of our other heroes were off doing all of their own little separate adventuring quests. So Raziel, you are in a very creepy room right now. It's like there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of sounds, a lot of like creakiness, and there's like a couple little like holes and cracks in the wall. I don't know if you want to try to see if maybe they live somewhere else, or if you want to just see if there's any people lurking around, because it is a little bit of a sketchy area right now, and it is a murder mansion. So.
Yeah, I think what I would like to do is maybe take a look around and see if there's any signs of life.
All right, so let's.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Excited. It's a 17 plus 5. Oh, I'm good at one thing. It's what it wisdom.
So you look around and you hear a bunch of sounds, and you hear someone talking, and you look around behind one of the cracks and it actually opens a secret door, and you see that there's some kind of creature behind it, some kind of weird, you can't really tell what it is. It looks like maybe a skeleton, maybe some kind of zombie-esque creature that's been in the walls for you're not sure how long.
So when I said I don't want to keep eating just the flesh anymore, I was like, maybe we should have some like variety in our diet, maybe have a little Tabasco sauce on it, something like that. You're new here. Hi.
I am.
What are you doing in our little
Well, I sort of got separated from my friends and was killing a lot of zombies, but maybe I know, right?
not great.
Well, I mean, you seem really friendly though. Like the other ones were kind of fully trying to decapitate me, so you know.
Oh, that group.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah.
seem like more of what, like a performer skeleton? Like do you do like a little maybe?
Yeah, actually, it's a funny story. I actually was one of those like marionette kind of things, but then I got cursed with sentience. So now I'm aware of everything that goes into my head.
So that's wood and string, not even bone.
Not even, honestly. But I have been eating the flesh with some of these guys here.
I mean, you do what you can to get by. I understand that, natural passage of life and all of that, but if you had the option to not eat flesh, would you go down?
I would love to try a salad sometime.
You know what, they're hard to come by in the sort of medieval tavern vibes that we usually have around here, but I can figure it out. Sorry, I'm so rude. My name is Raziel. What's your name?
I actually haven't been like named yet. I kind of was like abandoned in here while everyone was turning into a zombie, so it was kind of like, oh.
So everything that was alive becomes less alive, and then you, it's like BBZ sort of thing.
I kind of, yeah, a reverse scenario.
Right.
I could be like a Lumiere. I feel like that'd be fun. Not a candle person, a little puppet.
Yeah, I feel like fire and wood probably not.
Ah,
the best
no,
combination.
not at all.
I can't trust myself.
Okay, I appreciate that.
But do you have any idea what sort of being place this was on you?
Ooh, so there was like this guy, there was this guy named Gerald, right? And like he used to own this entire place. He had like this big picture in his house, real creepy picture too. He
Always with the portraits.
And made like a big scary deal. So I don't know. I was just kind of like, and then like all of a sudden everything was a zombie. There was a big massive eye in the basement. There was like a like unicorn of some kind that had like flames coming out of the whole thing.
I mean that sounds like a lot. I mean it is my calling to sort of help those who are grieved in the places between life and death, which I think you certainly qualify, but I'm not sure. Do you think that if you found this Gerald, or I don't know, stabbed this eye, you might be able to find some sort of closure?
I'd love to stab something.
And to be clear, by closure, I very much might mean the sweet release of death, as well as becoming a full-fledged human. I can't predict which it is, and therefore equally valuable to me.
I mean, honestly, if I could just go back to not existing, that'd be pretty fine.
Right, we do all wish for the sweet relief of no longer having to process sentience. I understand that.
That'd be great for me, honestly.
But also, maybe you could become fully. I mean, I only have a little bit of magic. I don't have the kind of magic that could fully awaken you into a real creature, but maybe someone does.
It's like a toss-up kind of, right?
Really, just yeah.
Let's try it. I'm down with that.
So Raziel, you notice behind the zombie creature in the walls, you can see that there's maybe something else in there, that there might be a passageway. Do you want to try to go through the passageway and see if you guys can explore to find this Gerald, or do you want to stay away from Gerald and maybe explore more?
Towards Gerald. Gerald.
All right, so you guys sneak through the walls. It's like a very thin, almost like a hallway. There's a couple small creatures at your feet that might have been previous other zombies as well, but they're at the early stages, so they seem pretty harmless.
Hello, little bear creatures.
They're like little spider zombie animals,
Oh,
but they're very friendly, so they might help you on the quest.
hello. Do you wish to be our animal companions?
All right. Which way do we go? This way or this way? Oh,
Go back that way.
Okay.
We're following your lead, buddy. I've always been told to trust the wisdom of animals.
Where do we go? Right here? Right here is fine? Right.
And you look around and you see that this room is completely different, where this room actually is full of like foliage, like so much that it doesn't even seem like a room. It's almost like a completely overgrown greenhouse.
This is new. All right.
All right, as much as I've been told to trust animals, I inherently distrust plants. I've spent a lot of time, wandering through swamps, getting choked by vines and stuff, so I'm a little apprehensive.
And like it seems like I'd be fine with it because of the whole like boy thing, but I'm kind of freaked out right now that the everything is made of my flesh.
I understand that. That must be pretty difficult.
Yeah, not digging it right now.
So is there? Can we try to delicately pass through without? I don't want to get in a fight with them necessarily.
I would not like to get
So I'm gonna, sheath my blade inside my staff and just try to delicately pass through.
Is that possible? Can we try that?
So yeah, you want to roll to see how well it works?
Yeah.
To attempt to.
Oh, I got a 3. This is not going to go well.
Oh no! Okay.
So you try to tiptoe around and immediately step on one of the vines, and then you hear a voice yelling out.
What?
When plants say feed me, that does not go well.
Historically, no.
And then the vines start coming up a little closer to your feet and your ankles, like they're not killing you, they're not like pulling you down or anything, but it seems like they're creeping up, like they want something from you.
What do you eat? Is it flesh like everything else, or kind of out of flesh? He's not even made of flesh.
We're open to other foods if you have other foods.
Well, I can't let you eat these spider creatures as they're too precious and they're my children.
Oh, they look so delicious.
I know, sorry. But I do have, oh wow, delicious basic rations that come in the D&D starter. It's right next to my 40 for the coming row. How about this sort of dry cake biscuit thing? How do you feel about that?
I don't know about that. It seems like some kind of weird vegan option, but we'll take it for now.
Sorry,
Are you sure we can't have any flesh?
You're a plant, but you're vegan.
But they're vegan and they want flesh? Maybe they don't want to be vegan.
Plant vegans mean we only eat flesh. It's the opposite.
Oh, actually, I think that logically does check.
That does check out.
I have this one in so I think it checks out.
So you only eat flesh. You don't want the rations.
Only flesh, not the rest. That's the vegan model.
Well, there were all those dead zombies that we pulled in that other room. Do
You have dead zombie to bring us?
Yeah, I mean it's very well done. Yeah, you described like very valuable. Is that well stated? Very good. All right, we can try to drag some of those back here for you. And then you let us pass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, if you bring in the zombie flesh. Well done, well done.
Right. No problem.
All right. So inside this hat is a head of a guy.
Ooh.
Does this still work for you?
Oh, get rid of the garnish. We don't want the hat. But the head is good. Yes, the head.
The hat honestly could look quite stylish on you.
Ooh.
My little friend.
Hey, tell your little creature to get away from my food.
Oh, careful! That's not for your puppies. Spiders or any such things.
Oh, these are delicious. What kind of head is this? Oh, this is
It
amazing.
appears to
Oh.
be some sort of graying, like sort of scaly fish zombie, which doesn't really make sense based on the castle environment, but that's what was available. So,
Oh, we loved it so much. And you know what? Because you gave us such a delicious food, we will point you the way. Are you trying to find Gerald by chance?
Oh, of course, we're trying to find Gerald.
Oh, we're so sick of Gerald too. He's the one that turned us into this creepy plant creature.
We were thinking maybe end Gerald's reign of bullshit.
Yeah, end Gerald, end him. And then, once you end Gerald, will you bring me his remains?
Yeah, sure. You can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
And actually, that's useful. Do you happen to know what he looks like? So we can get the right. I've never met Gerald. Unless you know.
He takes many forms. He was a painting for a while. Sometimes he turns into a unicorn creature that breathes fire. So be prepared for something weird when you meet him. You never know when it comes to Gerald.
So it's kind of like a Gerald vibe he has about it. That's how we know Gerald.
He just seems like a real dick when you see him. You'll be like, that guy. You know those J names. They're never anything good.
That's true. That is absolutely true. All right. So I guess you're gonna point us the way to Gerald.
Yes. So you see a vine reaching out and pointing through across the opposite direction, and the vines part, and you see there's actually another door there. So you can go through it, and the vines actually move, and whoop, and they unlock the door for you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
You're welcome. Thank you for the treats.
It probably won't be very good if he's a painting, so we'll try to kill him in a flesh form for you.
Yes, that's what we like. That's what we like to hear.
Spider Bucket, come
So-
with us.
Now you're through this other area, and it seems like something really extreme happened here. There's a bunch of like knights' armor that's fallen all over the place, and you see like heads of knights and like pieces of metal armor and shields, but you also see a broken picture frame.
Oh. Again, I've been saying the human men in their picture frames always. There's something with the portraits, the likenesses, there's always some very deeply like egotistic thing. That is true. Yes.
So the broken picture frame. There's no picture in it, just the frame.
Just the frame.
Does it appear to have any magical essence drifting off of it?
It does. It seems like there's something coming from it. It seems like maybe something broke out of the frame, or maybe something tried to destroy the frame. Like it has this weird aura about it. It's not glowing or moving, but it just has like that feeling that you can tell there's some kind of energy coming off of it.
Well, one of those spider puppies not to this here, but I'll do a nice little just poke with my staff.
You poke the staff, and all of a sudden the pieces of the picture frame go back together, and they become like one solid frame again.
Still empty?
It's still empty though.
Spider. All right. We're gonna do a little check here, spider puppy. Okay. Okay. If that is scary, then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna walk away. If it's something that we could use, you're gonna stay right here. All right. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Is it safe? Is it safe?
I trust your judgment. This is totally safe. Walk right over, pick up this picture frame. Put my bare ASMR hands on it. Bare ASMR.
Once you touch the frame, all of a sudden you can hear Gerald's voice in your head. This is Gerald. I command you to bring me more flesh. I need more people to sacrifice so I can stay young forever.
If I were going to do that, which I totally will, where would I bring it for you? What location are you in so I can totally bring you this flesh?
Bring it back to my painting, to where my painting is. Find it. It was left here discarded. You must find it amongst all of the armor. They ripped me out of my frame.
I can't imagine who would do that to such a nice guy like Gerald.
I am such a nice guy. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's like, I really don't
No
appreciate how
respect.
nice of an idea is.
Right.
He's just such a nice person.
Just a kind, brave person.
Yeah.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I'm very touched by this kindness.
He's gonna put Gerald and his fedora down right here next to the spider puppy. Okay, so we've learned some information. The painting is somewhere in this room,
Ripped out of the frame.
and what he wants is for us to put the painting back in so we can return to color. But I feel like maybe burn the painting.
Not maybe burn the painting. Well, what we can't actually promise the vines being in some sort of flesh.
Okay, so well, maybe if we damage the painting enough, we can make them change form.
Like some sort of like attack, like defense.
Well, yeah, if he's like, I've heard that often these big creatures that are in charge of things like to take a couple of different forms. Again, it's an ego thing.
It's an ego thing for sure.
So I guess let's start searching through all of these suits of armor. Is there any suits of armor that look like they could fit 2 tiny spider dogs?
Oh yeah, there's bigger pieces. There's a couple just like random loose arms, but there's a couple like decent sized torso pieces like upstage a little bit if you want to search around there and see if there's anything in that one.
Absolutely, we'll partner up the puppy dog so that nothing happens to them. They're very safe now.
They're helping. They're there for you.
Okay,
So I found this guy.
what? Is that like a chest plate, like a breastplate situation?
It's like a little, like it feels like it's not much of anything armor-wise.
So maybe there's a painting underneath all of this.
Ooh.
Gerald, you sound music. How did you do that, Gerald? Your wizardly powers are far beyond my comprehension.
When you touch it, it starts to make noises like Gerald is trapped behind all the dust or something in there.
He's having a party that shit.
Yes. Oh, I feel so much cleaner now.
Okay, I'm gonna do this away from you, just so because I know you're.
I am wood.
Okay, appreciate that. I'm gonna set it over here, and I'm gonna vamp out a teeny little sacred flame to soothe the edges of the painting.
My frame is so close.
So you like need to be in the front. Okay. Well, we're not gonna do that because it's sketchy.
Oh, please, the frame.
I'm a little lost. I know we promised to get him into flesh mode, but
those fine guys were kind of nice.
they were actually pretty sweet. But I'm just worried that if we took him and put him in the frame, might become something that's a little bit too powerful for
Please
someone.
don't sacrifice me once you put me in the frame. I can still hear you.
I thought you could only hear me when he was touching the frame. Gerald,
Your rules are unclear, Gerald.
boundaries, Gerald.
I'm sorry, but you're in my living quarters. This is my mansion, though.
Yeah, and you also turned everyone else who lived in it into zombies, right?
Yes. And what's the problem with that?
Well, most of them are dead now again.
Well, that's
And then there's plants that came to life and nice little puppets that came to life. And what would you do if you found that you cursed something sentient and knowledge beyond its wildest imagination?
I would listen to Jim, because the first rule of the murder mansion is always listen to Jim.
So you called it a murder mission. And this sort of implies to me that maybe the rules aren't gonna go in my favor as someone who is alive and will be, as much as I'm all about the passage of death, like I think it's time for me to do that yet.
So I have an idea.
Okay.
It may not work. Also, I'm not gonna bother whispering, so you're gonna hear us anyway, so that's fine, whatever. Listen, and thoughts, it's whatever. Yeah. I could be, there's a chance I could be possessed. Which means that I could be Welsh.
I mean, wouldn't you still be wood?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I mean, it's the best idea I've heard so far. Or maybe have a new splendid form that you're able to live a model life with, or die. Either of those is equally valuable by the tenets of my church. So.
All right, Joe. I don't know what this is gonna do, but we're gonna try.
And I'm just standing with my ready staff to flurry of blows as soon as possible. Don't want to burn my wood, but I just want to get
In the frame, all of a sudden he becomes a fully fledged human flesh creature right next to you. And the zombie now has become a full human as well from the leftover magic that radiated through them from putting Gerald in the frame. So now there's two people standing right there in the room.
Do they look identical?
No, there's Gerald and the zombie is now a human.
Hello, how do you feel?
Honestly, flesh isn't great.
I understand.
I'm like,
Just give us a minute, Gerald, we have to process human emotions.
You dismiss me in my own room.
Again, Gerald, just like 1 second, Gerald. So, yeah, I know, sometimes your joints don't work right, sometimes it's a whole thing, so it's like, honestly, so. Yeah, that's, you have been placed into a human body that's over the age of 25, and then sometimes the joints just kind of don't go,
okay, well that
and it just kind of hurts all the time forever.
I would love to not have this.
I know, but it's a blessing of life. Okay, cool, Gerald. Now,
You did kindly my time.
yes, thank you for waiting.
Right.
Mm.
Gerald, buddy, pal.
Yeah.
Can we just ask like what your deal is right now? You're killing people to stay like young forever?
Yes. My painting would keep my youth, but then I got trapped in the painting, and then I was just a painting. And what fun is that being young when you're just a painting? So, you know, the killing in the murder mansion was a nice alliteration, and it gave me the blood of other people that I could use to stay young forever, obviously.
It was blood and then now it's flesh.
And then
I mean, at
zombies.
least you're like using all of the parts, I guess. That's very like being of you.
How did the zombies come into it?
Well, you know, sometimes you're killing something and trying to drain its blood, and then, you know, sometimes you don't finish the job all the way, and there are like lingering leftover creatures around there. So I'm sorry about that, but you know, it's for eternal life and youth, and you understand, I'm sure.
See, this is the problem. It sounds pretty reasonable.
It does, unfortunately.
I'm left without the rest of my friends who normally tell me when something is
Right.
technically bad.
And this home is all I know, so this sounds great to
Wait,
me,
wait.
honestly.
You're looking for your friends, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I know about them. Listen here, why don't you make a deal with me? Now that I'm in my human form, how about I lead you to your friends, and then you don't kill me. Don't feed me to the plants, at least. I know they have it out for me.
And why might that be, Gerald?
You know, how do you know how plants are? They're
It's really, I'm just looking for like the A to B action and consequence. Like, process the A to B action and the actions. I really want to side with you, Gerald.
Gerald, we kind of like want you to like make sense here, and we want to be on your side. We really do. Like you are the person that gave me sentience as a little puppet thing, and then also touching your frame made me flesh, which I don't love, but I think I might at some point. Maybe. So you're gonna lead us to Russell's friends, maybe in exchange for not killing you. That's.
Yes, I would prefer to stay alive in my own home, and you know, I'll let you go get back to your friends, and I'll leave you alone, and I'll deal with the plants myself, and I'll tell them that you tried to kill me and you tried to feed them my flesh, so you'll be all good, and you can, you know, keep your little alliance with the plants.
Okay, well, let us have this to the side for a moment, Gerald, if you could just turn off, again, demonstrating boundaries, how trustworthy you are. Thank you. Okay, so the rule on this, I learned about this in the other week called lying.
Oh, really?
Okay, apparently we could say we're gonna do that, and then.
I know, right?
Raised like 20 years in the temple, and I just discovered this was a whole thing. That's so fun. Yeah, it's like a play.
Yes.
You Gerald. No, you don't have a name.
Don't have it.
And Gerald is objectifying.
That's a great name, honestly. Let's lie theatrically to old Gerald so I can be new Gerald.
Okay. Gerald,
Yeah.
we're totally in.
Yes. All right. So, what you're going to do, and you're not going to kill me, right? No vaccines. Right?
Absolutely not. Definitely have no plans to do that.
No vaccines. All right. So here you go. Let me show you. This is the way to get back to your friends. So he lifts up, there's a secret tile on the floor, and Gerald lifts it up. It looks very dark and mysterious and creepy, and you hear some kind of voices in the distance going out there, and he's like, all right, you first, go ahead.
Oh, cool. So, are you coming with us?
Yes, I'll be right behind you.
Okay, I'll go first, and then you, and then Gerald.
Yes.
And I'll be looking ahead to make sure there's no danger.
Yes.
Ahead. So we all want to go
ahead.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this way, just me and right where this puppy is the direction that I'm heading, very slowly, without looking in any particular way.
And the more you go through the tunnel, you actually start to hear Tiffany's voice in the distance, that she's probably at the other end of the tunnel, so you're getting closer.
Do you hear that? It's a giant cat.
Yeah, where's Spider? Yeah. You don't hear it all. That's great. I wish I heard as much as where's Spider.
I'm here in the shadows. And I'm deliberately not watching my new friend.
I would love to just take this iron helmet and smash it into his face.
Yeah. Do you want to roll and see how successful the smash is, if it knocks him out temporarily?
Well, it's an 11. So.
Oh, okay. So you're knock him out and completely taken by surprise. He's not dead, but he's like laying on the floor and he's like, oh, moaning and clearly, out of it. And he's just laying there in the tunnel. And you see that there's sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, so you kind of have to decide, do you want to leave Gerald's body there? Do you want to take it with you? Should you go meet up with the group?
Now you have a choice. This is what it really means to be a mortal human.
I don't like choice. Okay.
So you could kill him and assume the throne of Gerald and become the new leader of the murder mansion, maybe rebrand it to like Marionette's mansion. Okay, Muffin works too. I'm trying to go with your brand, but maybe Muffin's are the new brand. Or we could bring him over to my friends who have a little more experience with such things.
I would love to just kill him right now.
Honestly, I am going to look this way.
I
You can do that. I'm just gonna pet this spider.
So I would like to try one more time, just knock him out real hard and like maybe smash his brains in. Oh, that's an 18. All right. All right.
So that's a critical hit right there. You knock him completely out. Gerald is done. You don't have to worry about Gerald anymore. And now you are both free. Gerald is completely getting mutilated. She's just completely decimating his body. Gerald is out. And little spider minions are coming over. They're licking his wounds because, they're the kind of creepy half-zombie creatures themselves, so they're about it. And now you're free to meet up with the group, and that's where the groups will come together for next time.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, right.
I'm gonna take you. Go here. I'm gonna get ready.
I will, as long as you don't, become possessed with the sun spirit to murder us, then I'll try to, yeah, cool. Like, try to remember the solid.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Others haven't been yet.
It's a group of, sort of ragtag adventurers kind of. It feels like one day there's some of them, and then there may be different people, like the next time we're together, and it really doesn't always follow through logically, but it's probably some Feywild to it.
You know what?
We're in doubt, Feywild.
I just gained sentience like a month ago, and then I became flesh, and now I killed guys. So I'm processing a lot right now, mostly the sticky air, honestly. So you go get your thing.
Cool. So the important things for you to remember are face packs and skates.
Got it.
That's really gonna help when the joints do the things. I know you would think that it's better than puppet joints, but it is actually worse.
I'm starting.
Goodbye, good giant. I shall venture forth with my spider puppies into the darkness.
Yay!
Yay!
And now Raziel can join the group again. Hooray!
All right, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. We are on a monthly show with our next show tonight. All of our people back, which is great. Got several on tour. We're doing like very good things.
But thank you for being so sweet now that I tried.
Yes.
So this is so fun. So like, have you guys sorry, like
No, very good.
Q&A session.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna end this.
There's no one here.
Thank you.
Q&A, but I'll need also, what are the class names?
Oh, of course.